Obviously, Caroline, we're a couple of days out now from fight night. How are we feeling? How are the nerves?
I'm feeling great. No nerves. Training camp is done, and to be honest, I want to get this out of the way, do the weigh-in, and then it's game time. It's fight time. Let's go.
We've just alluded to it off the call there. The fight night, the media obligations. Do you just sort of hate the shenanigans? Do you just sort of want to get in the ring as soon as possible?
Yeah.
And, get the job done.
Exactly. I mean, everybody feels the same way. We're tired. We're making weight. We're not eating the right amount of calories, so we're a bit hangry. But this is part of the business as well. This is not being a boxer isn't just stepping into the ring and fighting. It's a business. It's show business. We have to do all this. So there's an obligation that I'm happy to take.
Absolutely, and I've seen you. We were at the media workouts yesterday. You were sort of draping the belts around over your shoulder. You seem to be all smiles. It's been quite the whirlwind year and a bit for you. How have you adapted to the sort of champion lifestyle? Has anything changed at all?
Not at all. I mean, training is always going to increase, ramp up the intensity. There's more pressure. There's more, there's something on the line every time I step into the ring. I don't want to lose them belts. I don't want to give them away. So I have to fight for them, not just for myself now.
And looking ahead to Friday, obviously, Bo Mi. So maybe a lot of people, she may be a bit of an unknown commodity in the world of boxing, but what fight are you expecting on Friday?
Yeah, I think she's going to be game. She's going to come running. She's going to try her best. She's going to be aggressive. And she thinks she's tough. I think that's what I've got from her, is that she thinks she's the toughest girl in the world. We'll find out.
No, absolutely. And then again, I think for a lot of people who have watched the sport, you look at her resume, she's obviously got that experience. She's sort of known for her all-action style. So same with you, essentially. So how do you sort of plan on toppling her without sort of giving too much away of your game plan?
How would I plan on topping her? By being myself. I believe I'm a better fighter. I think I hit harder. I'm stronger, more aggressive, more skillful, better IQ, everything. All round, just a better fighter. And all I have to do is be myself, step into the ring, be intelligent, be smart, don't get dragged into anything that is unnecessary, just continue to be me.
Last time out, obviously, it was a sort of unfortunate ending to the fight. Have you had to, obviously in training camp, has anything changed? Have you sort of had to pick yourself up and go, right, it may have gone a technical decision, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it, it's just a case of the next fight, let's get on with it?
No, I genuinely haven't had any problems.
Yep.
I think for me, the most important thing is always performance. If I had a fight and I won, decision, but it was the worst fight, I boxed terribly, I didn't perform, I would be really upset. But if the reverse, I had a great fight, I gave everything, I performed amazingly, and maybe the decision was iffy like that one, or a head clash happened, or I had to get stopped or something, I wouldn't be so upset, because it's always the performance that matters. If I go out there and I perform, then what can I do? Like, what more can you ask, really?
What are your goals for 2025? Should you get your hand raised on Friday, to stay busy inside the ring?
When I get my hand raised, it's to be undisputed. I want to fight Terry Harper next. I want to become undisputed. I would love to see the other fighters in the way who have got belts fight off and try and aim for ambition instead of just gunning for me. Like, I would like to see them, trying to aim to be undisputed as well. Fight each other, and the winner, we have a massive unification for undisputed. That's, in an ideal world, if you ask me if I could snap my fingers and that's what would happen, that would be what happens. I fight Terry, Stephanie Hahn fights Beatrice Ferreira. We have a massive unification. Find out who's the best woman at the division.
Absolutely. I think ever sort of since the start of your career, even in your amateur ranks with the Youth Olympic success, you've just sort of been calling for the big names. You just seem to have that confidence. Where has that come from?
I know that women's boxing moves quickly. I'm fighting for a world title in my 9th, 10th, 11th fight. And I'm potentially going to be undisputed in my, 14th, 12th, 13th fight. So we move really quick. And when I turned pro, I was only gunning for world titles. I was looking for undisputed. I wanted to be the best. So it's just the mindset, the mentality, and the understanding that this is an expectation as a female fighter. We move quick, and if you're good enough, you're good enough.
Absolutely. Now, I recently read, not that long ago, you're actually considering sort of calling it a day by the time you turn 30. With a couple of years' time, obviously we've still got 5-6 years, what do you hope to have achieved by then?
I would have loved to have created a legacy that stands alone, stands solid by itself. I would love to create a legacy that, little boys, little girls, young kids getting into the sport, you ask them who's your favorite fighter, I would like to be on that list. I would like to be undisputed and a multi-weight world champion as well.
And just lastly, obviously, International Women's Day on Saturday. What does it mean to play chief support to a historic card like this?
It means a lot. Every time there's an all-female fight, there's added expectation, criticism as well, but we always have an opportunity to represent, and that's what I do.